Nashville, and just 7 weeks after saying "I do" in a secret, sun-drenched ceremony on the outskirts of Nashville, Chayce Beckham, the winner of season 19 of American Idol, has stunned fans with the most intimate release of his career. The song is a raw, poignant ballad named 23 Forever, and it was written completely for his new wife Madison. Unannounced at midnight on Friday, the singer, who is 28 years old and whose gravel and honey voice originally grabbed America with his now-platinum single 23 in 2021, released the new track without any prior notice. Its meteoric rise to the top of the country chart on iTunes occurred in a matter of hours, and it has already accumulated more than 4 million streams on Spotify alone. On the other hand, Beckham maintains that the numbers are the least significant aspect. "This is not a single for radio," he told a small group of reporters who had assembled at the little studio in East Nashville where he had recorded the song. "I just so happened to put some music behind this love letter that I am writing." A solitary acoustic guitar and Beckham's signature rasp are heard at the beginning of the song, which is far softer than what fans are accustomed to hearing. "I was driving recklessly, 23 years old, and running on empty. Comparable to a cheap cigarette, both ends are burning. Next, you entered the room while wearing that sundress. Surprisingly, the 23rd day seemed like the first day of the remainder of the rest. A swell of pedal steel and harmony that sounds like a hymn is unleashed in the chorus, which says, 'You can keep your forever, babe, I just want right now,' as you rest your head on my chest and my ring on your hand for a moment. If the world were to end tomorrow, I would be a happy man dying. Because if you look at me right now, I have 23 years of life ahead of me." The name Madison Beckham, who is 26 years old and works as a labor and delivery nurse, is only mentioned briefly in the second verse. Since the couple started dating at the beginning of 2023, she has mainly avoided the public eye but is now mentioned. The remaining lyrics are pieced together from private moments that the two of them shared long before cameras and tour buses entered the picture. These include the first night that they stayed up talking until sunrise on the tailgate of his old Chevy, the inside joke about her stealing his flannels, and the way that she sings off-key to Tom Petty while she is in the shower. The song was written by Beckham in a single sitting the morning after they returned from their honeymoon in Montana. "It had been exactly 9 days since we had tied the knot," he laughs. "The entire sentence just poured out of my mouth as I sat on the porch of this little cabin, prepared some horrible coffee, and woke up before she did. Even though I had my phone with me, I was unable to record a voice memo. I was scribbling on the back of a grocery receipt like a teenager who was experiencing feelings of lovelessness." Beckham's debut album, Bad for Me, which was released in 2024, was co-produced by Ross Copperman, who received a frantic text message at 3 in the morning with a scratchy recording from his iPhone. With a grin on his face, Copperman proclaims, "I thought he was drunk. As I listened, I became aware that he had just written the most impressive thing he had ever accomplished. After 2 days, we managed to cut it live in a single take. It was simply 5 guys in a room trying their best not to cry into the microphones. There was no click track, and there were no headphones. Madison herself was the one who made the choice to release the song independently, outside of the conventional album cycle. I told him, this is not something that should be stored away in a vault until the next year. People have a yearning to know what it is like to experience genuine love when it is still in its infancy." Fans who have been following Beckham's story ever since his audition for American Idol, during which he played an original song called 23 that went viral almost immediately, have expressed that the new song seems like the way a circle is coming full circle. The first version of 23 was about suffering addiction, and the protagonist's struggle to emerge from the shadows. 23 Forever is the beacon that shines through the darkness. Emotional and rapid responses have been posted on various social media platforms. "This kid went from singing about barely surviving to writing the most beautiful love song I've heard in years," Kelly Clarkson said in a tearful reaction video that she released on her Instagram account immediately after announcing Beckham as the winner in 2021. "I'm not doing well at all." In his writing, Luke Bryan stated, "As a brother, I am proud of you. It's the actual deal, right there." Even people who do not listen to country music have been drawn in. Over 300,000 movies have already been created as a result of a TikTok sound that uses the chorus. The majority of these videos are of couples slow dancing in kitchens or showing off their own wedding footage. It appears as though Beckham is almost embarrassed by the flood of acclaim that he is receiving. He is wearing a plain black t-shirt and has the same bashful half smile that America fell in love with 4 years ago. He says, "Look, I'm still the same guy who used to operate heavy machinery in Apple Valley, California." He claims that he has not changed. "It just so happens that I am being foolishly in love with a girl who finds my terrible dancing to be an adorable thing." The question of whether or not 23 Forever indicates a new direction for his forthcoming second album is met with a shrug from him. "Might be. It is likely. No, I'm not sure. For the time being, all I'm doing is trying to find out how to be a satisfactory husband. It is up to the music to do whatever it does." A quiet night at home with Madison's delicious chicken Alfredo, a bottle of inexpensive red wine, and their dog Waylon spread out across both of their laps was the only manner that seemed appropriate for the couple to celebrate the publishing of their book. Madison is shown laughing so hard that she is crying in photos that were posted to Beckham's Instagram account. The photos also feature Beckham kissing Madison on the forehead, and the caption reads, "Turns out 23 was just the beginning. Maddie, here's to the rest of your life. Please accept my gratitude for allowing me to share with the world what you already know." The song 23 Forever is currently at the top of every major country chart as of Sunday morning, but Beckham claims that he has not checked even a single one of them. He says, "I'm too busy staring at my wife," and he is right. There are some things that are more important than number one. And for the first time in a very long time, the young man who once sang about having nothing left has everything he requires.